Hi boys and girls, for this assignment you're going to need your pencil and your journal, and you'll need to go to the next clean page that you have in your journal. So if you want to pause the video for a minute so you can grab those things, and when you're ready you can click play. So we are going to be practicing our sight words for this assignment, and I'm going to be doing it with you so you can follow along with me in your journal. And so our first sight word is came. C-A-M-E. Came. So we are going to make stair steps with the word came. So I'm going to write the first letter, C. So you could go ahead and write that in your journal. Okay. And then I'm going to write the first and the second letter, C-A. And as I'm writing the letters, I'm making sure to say the names of the letters as I am doing it. Okay, then I'm going to come down and now I'm going to write the first, second, and third letter. So C-A-M. And so go ahead and follow along with me. So far in your journal you should have C, C-A, C-A-M. So I'll give you a second so you can catch up with me. And then my last part of this is now going to be the first, second, third, and fourth letter. C-A-M-E, came. And so you can tell it looks like a stair step now. Okay, so now I have the word came, C-A-M-E, came. And so we're going to do that with our different words that we have this week, and I'm going to be working along with you as you are doing the stair steps. So double check and make sure you have came, just like I did. And notice as I was writing it each time, every time I went down to the next row, I have my letters lined up, and that's what helps form the stair steps. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go to our next word. And let me go ahead and erase what I have here on my page. Okay, so now we have the word same. S-A-M-E, same. So think to yourself, what letter are we going to write first? Should be the S, so go ahead and put your S. And then think, now we need to take the first and the second letter. S-A. Notice how my S is lined right up under the first S. S-A. Okay, think about what we would put next on this next row. What three letters would we need? Okay, so we're going to put S, A, M. Now we're not done yet because I have not used all of my letters yet in the word same. So I have S, S-A, S-A-M. Think about what we would have to put here. What letters would we need? And so we should have S, A, M, E, same. S-A-M-E, same. And you can challenge yourself now on this one. We didn't do it on the first word, and you can always go back and add this challenge to the first word if you would like. But see if you can think of a sentence using the word same. And see if you can say it out loud, a whole sentence with the word same. So I'm thinking I might say, we have the same shoes. And I can try and write my sentence underneath here. You can write your own sentence, or for this one, if you would like to kind of copy what I'm doing, you can. Or you can just say your sentence out loud. But I'm going to practice writing my sentence. We have Notice I started with a capital letter and I'm putting spaces. We have the, now I'm going to use that word same. We just practiced. We have the same I don't think I have room for shoes here, so I'm going to come down here to my next spot down here. Shh. That's got the digraph. Shh. Shh. Oohs and shoes. It's a hard one. It's got an O, E, S, and I have to end my sentence with a period. We have the same shoes. So if you need to pause the video to write your sentence, or if you want to use my sentence to practice, that's fine as well. You can pause it and then we can get started on the next word. You can also go back to the first word we just did as well, and you can add a sentence to that one. But you're going to want to pause this if you would like to copy that sentence or have time to write your own. And then we will go on to the next slide. Before we go to the next slide, I'm going to go ahead and erase my work here. And that was the word same, and we practiced writing it with our stair steps, and then we practiced with a sentence, and you either came up with your own sentence or you were copying my sentence. And so the next word we're going to do is going to be the word big, and we're going to do our stair steps. So I'm starting out with my first letter, B. And then I need to do my first and my second letter, B, I. And then I'm doing my first, second, and third letter, B, I, G. Big. Now for this sentence, I'm going to tell you the sentence I want you to write, and then I want you to try and write it on your journal, and then you can check, because I will also write it so you can check your work. But I want you to write the word or the sentence, I see a big cat. So you're going to have 5 words. So I'm going to put some lines here just to remind you. I see a big cat. So can you try and write that sentence? You do not need to draw these lines. These lines are here just to help you remember that we have 5 words. I see a big, so the word big is going to go right there in that spot, big cat. Okay, so if you want to pause the video to write that sentence, I see a big cat, and then you can unpause it and hit play again, and you will see me write it and you can check. But please don't just copy my sentence. I really want you to try and write it first by yourself, and then when you click play, you can check and you can fix anything that you need. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause and write your sentence. I see a big cat. Okay, so you should have tried your sentence, and this is what it should look like. The capital I, because it's the beginning of your sentence. I see a big, that's the word we practiced, so I can just copy that from right up there. I see a big cat. And I have to end with a period. So check your sentence. If you need to fix anything, fix it again. Pause the video anytime you need to. I see a big cat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and erase my slide. And we are going to go on to our next word. So the first sentence we wrote, we kind of wrote it together, or you could come up with your own one. For this one, for the word big, I told you what words to write. So we're getting some good practice with our sight words, but also with our listening skills and with writing sentences. Okay, so here is our next word for us to try. Have. H-A-V-E. Have. Okay, so let's go ahead and first step is let's do our pyramid, or excuse me, our stair step words. So H, think about what's going to go next. H, A, H, A, V. Remember, notice how we're lining up our letters. H, A, V, E, have. So H, H-A, H-A-V, H-A-V-E, have. Now for your sentence down here, I'm going to give you a sentence starter and then you're going to finish it. So I want your sentence to start off with I. There's that capital I, beginning of the sentence, and I always capitalize the word I and put my space. My word have, which is right up there. I have a. Okay, I have a. And then I want you to finish that sentence however you would like. So go ahead and pause the video. I have a, and think of something that you have, and then stretch out that word, or maybe you're putting several words to finish the sentence, and then finish your sentence. And then you can click play and we'll go on to our next word. But just remember, I have a, finish it, and make sure you put a period at the end. So it might say, I have a sister. I have a brother. I have a dog. You might want to put more than one word. I have a cute dog. I have a fluffy cat. I have a yellow banana. You decide how you want to finish that. Okay, make sure you pause, and when you're ready, click play again. And I'm going to erase. And I believe we have maybe one more word left to practice with our stair steps. So I'm erasing the word have. All right, here we go for our next word. Okay, here is our next word. It's the word like. And so let's go ahead and do our stair step words. L, L, I, L, I, K, L, I, K, E, like. L-I-K-E, like. Okay, now think of a sentence that you could use with the word like. You might say, we like to play. You might say, I like to jump. You might put, my mom and dad like to read. But this time you're going to think of a sentence all by yourself and do your very best to write a sentence underneath your stair steps using the word like. It could be something you like to do, something you like to eat, anything you want as long as you're using the word like. And just remember, you start your sentence with a capital letter, you put spaces, and you end it with a period. Okay, and you can go ahead and pause the video so that you have time to do that. And click play when you're ready. Okay. And that was our last word. And so if you would like, you can have your mom or dad take a picture of your work and they can upload it into Schoology if they would like to. You do not have to, though. If you did the work and you're not able to send a picture of it to me, don't worry about it. The most important part is that you did the work and that you got the practice. But if you are wanting to show me, you can definitely go ahead and upload it into Schoology.